Hey, cutie pies, I'm Lanikia, and this is another edition of What Happened on the Soaps Young and the Restless. Now, I'm not going to hold you. It wasn't that long, and it wasn't that much this episode, except like a few parts. So let's just get right into it. So, first of all, Ashlyn goes over to see Harrison, and they do allow him to see him, and they ask Ashlyn what happened to him. This is with Jack and Kyle, and he just tells them about being hurt in the accident, when he rescued Victoria. And so, anyways, they give him some alone time so that he can be with Harrison. Plus, Jack really needs that alone time with Kyle. So speaking of Kyle, so then we get to I'll come back. I just wanted to get Harrison and Ashlyn out of the way in case I forgot. Okay, so now we go to Victoria. So, excuse me, Sharon. So Sharon is at the home and she's just having all these memories of Ray. She finds a little note that he left her, which was really cute. And she's just thinking about, when they got married and just how their life was together. And so Noah comes downstairs and Faith and Nick come through the door and they said, Mom, is everything okay? And she's like, no, like, Faith, what are you doing out of school? And Faith just tells her, listen, I couldn't focus. Like, it's the next day, Sharon. And what happened with Sharon and Chelsea? Did I miss that yesterday? I just remember her fussing at Chelsea and that was it. But anyways, so she just says that I everything is going to be everything's going to be okay, and I know you needed this time. She says, but you can't miss school, you already missed so much. And Faith just tells her, I am a second year senior, we're coasting right now, and baby, I remember them days. Ooh, it was nice to be a senior in school. The second half of the year you didn't do nothing, you like literally you would go to school and just walk around the campus all day long. The best. Anyways, um excuse me. So Sharon is just like, oh, okay, well, I have to go and do some things at Crimson Lights, and then I have to meet Mariah and them, and they're like, Mom, why don't you let us take care of it? And she's like, no, I need to go and do this on my own. And so Nick was like, I need to drive over there. Do you want me to ride with me? And she said, no, I could do things. And he said, well, Mariah and Tessa wanted to speak to me, so that's really why I was telling you could ride with me. And she was like, oh, okay then. So they get in the car and they go over to Crimson Lights, and over in Crimson Lights we see Mariah and Tessa, and they're just talking about how they're going to go forward with the wedding. And then Elena comes up and she talks to them and she said, y'all still having a wedding? And they were like, we just, Mom insisted. And she said, yeah, I could understand that because you need something to hang on to right now, like some ray of hope. And you know the future, two people getting married, it's a nice bright future for them. And so then we see that Diane comes in, right? Because Diane says, I'm going stir crazy, I gotta get out this hotel. So she done slip past Phyllis and go in. And Mariah says, oh, I'm sorry for the wait and everything, we had a death in the family. And she said, who owns this place? And she tells her Sharon, and she says, wait, she used to be named Sharon Newman? Well, and she said, yeah. And that shook the devil out of Diane. And she was like, she shaking the cup. She was like, I gotta go, I got to get out of here. So then she leaves, and Nikki Sharon comes in with Tessa and everyone, and Elena just gives her condolences. Sharon says thank you. Elena says, be sure that if you need something, you please do really reach out. And Sharon says, I will. So she sits down. She was going to sit down, and Tessa and Mariah were like, Mom, we don't have to do this, we could do this another day. And Sharon says, stop babying me. Like right now, I need to be strong. I need a life, like a lifeline. And this is what, your wedding is that raft for me, so I'm gonna do this. Like, it's something I have to stay busy. It's something for me to be busy. Like, some people everyone deals with grief differently. Some people throw themselves into work and doing things, and some people lay down in bed and they break down or whatever. And Sharon is like, I have to keep functioning or whatever. And she's like, I keep telling y'all this, how many times I gotta say it? And they were like, we're sorry. They were like, we're sorry. I said, don't you say it no more, girl. Don't y'all make her say it again. But Faith and Noah are at the house. Faith and Noah are talking, and he just says, Mom just needs us. This is what she needs. Like, Noah understands. He was like, this is what she needs. So we just have to give her space. He tells Faith to for what she needs. Now, going back over to Sharon them. So they say, okay, well, let's plan this wedding. And so Tessa tells Sharon that, they've grown to know each other. They have a bond. And Crystal probably won't be able to walk her down the aisle, and she won't have anyone over there on her side of the family. So she asked Sharon, would she walk her? And Sharon was like, oh my gosh, yes, I would love to. She was like, I'm gonna have my daughter and my daughter-in-law on my arms. And Mariah was like, I love you, Mom. But I was thinking, and so she told Nick, you've been a father to Faith. I know how much you care for me. You treat me like a daughter, and I was wanting you to walk me down. And he was like, it would be my honor. He would love to. I don't know why that was so cute to me. Oh, warm my little heart. But anyways, they just was it was a cute moment and everything. Some brightness and all that they have going on. So then we see Phyllis. So Phyllis is talking to Amanda. Comes in because Amanda said, girl, I got a nail that's messed up. I need to get it repaired. So Phyllis starts talking to Amanda. Amanda says, is everything all right? So Phyllis is talking all in code. She said, is it the Newmans or the Abbott? She said the Abbott. She said, but I can't tell you, but it has to do with one of Jack's exes. And she was like, this could be bad. So Amanda, how many times Phyllis got to tell you she don't want Jack like that? Like, stop it. But Amanda was like, it's because you, and she was like, no, Amanda, I told you I don't want, it's not like that with me and Jack. This person could come into our lives and it could destroy Kyle and Jack and a lot of people in this town gonna be upset. And so she was just, confiding in Amanda, but she wouldn't say. She said, it's not my secret to tell or whatever. And so then as Phyllis is talking to Amanda, here comes Diane walking herself back in. I said, Phyllis, how you miss her in the first time when she walked out? So Diane is walking herself back in, and Phyllis tells Amanda, you know what? I've taken up another year time. Go ahead. We're going to get you somebody to do your nail. Come on now. Bye, girl. Thank you. And she goes over to Diane, and she said, what are you doing at your room? And Diane said, Phyllis, I'm going. And she said, no, we have told you not to come out your room. What part of this do you not understand? And Diane is shook at this point because she done ran. She was like, whoever was it easy to me to run into people I knew. So Diane is shook at this point, and she's like, I'm going. And Phyllis said, who you see? Who you see that's got you all shook? And Diane said, let me alone, Phyllis. I'm going up to my room. So Diane goes up to her room, and she all shook it and everything. So then we see Kyle and Jack. So now that Ashlyn has Harrison, Kyle just he wants to know, why would she do this? This is crazy. What type of person leaves their child and makes them think they're dead? And Jack, he's still trying to be respectful and not talk bad or down on Diane. And so he's telling Jack. So Jack is telling Kyle, why Diane said she did this, why she used chemo. And he said, so it was an olive branch. And he was like, yes, she said she had to get herself together. And Kyle says, he was like, my mom was a good mom. I loved her. He's conflicted because he was like, she was the best. Diane was great with Kyle. And he said, but I heard the rumors about her, and some people even came outright and told me to my face. He said, so was that her? Was she like that? And again, Jack is being very respectful. He said, yes. And you might hear some more things about her. And he said, and Kyle said, I can't remember the article, but I read that article, and he said she did a lot of other things after that article, or whatever. And so Kyle is like, wow, she was really as bad as people said. And Jack said, just tells him, I just wanted you to cherish those memories because she was dead. So why speak bad on, someone who's dead. And so he said, so I never told you how she really was because I just wanted you to cherish those memories that you had with her. And so college, excuse me. And so college just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she did this. Like, that's crazy. I just can't even believe she did this. Excuse me, sinus, y'all. And so Kyle is just he's in shock, and like he keeps asking Jack, tell me from the beginning, why did she do this? And Jack can say, you know, he was honest and told him, I don't think she's changed. She finds people weakness. I don't think she's changed. And Kyle, he just tells Kyle, it's up to you if you want her to be in your life. I'm not going to ever talk bad about her or make my opinion known. And Kyle said, honestly, I wish you had never told me. I wish I didn't know. And Jack said, I thought about not telling you, but I did. You deserve to know and make your own decision. So then Jack goes on. So then Kyle leaves and Jack leaves. The next thing we see, Jack is with Phyllis, and he just telling Phyllis that he told or whatever. And she said, I caught Diane sneaking out the room. He was like, what? What's wrong with her? I don't know, Jack. She won't listen for nothing. But he said, Phyllis said, hopefully he wants nothing to do with Kyle wants nothing to do with her or whatever after what she's done. And he says it's his decision to make it. I'm not going to influence it one way or the other. So then we see that Kyle is at a pub and he's trying to talk to Summer, but he was like, with the time difference, you're probably just still in your dinner meeting. And Tracy comes up and he just confides in Tracy that he's conflicted. One half of him loved his mom because that's who he knew her as, but the other half of him is like, she's this horrible person. Like, you got to be a bad person to abandon your son the way she did and make your son think she's dead, think you're dead. And she says, do you want to see her? And he says he doesn't know. He's conflicted. He really doesn't know. And that was the Young and the Restless today, guys. I hope you enjoy. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you tomorrow for a new edition on what happens on the soaps, Young and the Restless.